This is Carl at National RV Detroit. I'm going to walk you through this 2021 Flagstaff high wall trailer. The model is T21DMHW, or just 21 DMHW. And of course it's a pop-up trailer that has hard sides instead of canvas. Alright, so let me just walk around the other side. This is going to be a supplementary video. The manufacturer provides you with a really good setup video, so I'm not going to get into that as much as getting into more detail on the different features of the trailer. Okay, you can always refer to the manufacturer's manual plus videos. Okay, all right. So this is a cassette toilet. So that means this is the black tank for your toilet. It's small, but it's basically for emergencies, the middle of the night, that sort of thing. You can pull this tank, comes right out. You just release the thing here, you pull it right out and you dump it manually and wash it out manually. Okay, again, manufacturer's video is a great place to refresh your memory, or the paperwork, but this is a cassette toilet, and it's made by Thetford, not Norfolk, Thetford. Okay, so just while we're up front here, your grill is right here in the rail that it hangs on. Now, keep in mind that the grill hangs right here. Okay, try to get this monitor so I can see here. I'm sorry. And then this is the quick connect LP fitting right here to hook it up. So you hook up to the grill and you're all set. You have a radio antenna, outside speakers. This is the switch for your power roof actuator, your roof lift. So you extend and retract, obviously. And this is just regular 110 AC. This is the shower drain right here. So it comes with a plastic fitting that you can put on there. It has a barb, and you can put a hose on it and drain it into a bucket or wherever you want it to go. All right. You have 2 LP tanks with a automatic changeover regulator. You have 2 deep cycle marine batteries. They're wired together, so the output is 12 volt. It just doubles your storage capacity. So right now it's wired together like it's one battery, double the storage capacity. Okay. Let's go a little farther. These are just the service panels for your refrigerator. You don't really have to go in there except when servicing. That's the furnace output. This is the sink drain here. You can hook a garden hose right up to it, or get the pieces and make one up. Go to Lowe's or Home Depot and make one exactly how you want it. The outside shower. This is your water heater on the outside. The switch operated is inside. Right now this trailer is summerized. It's been de-winterized. It's ready to be camped in. There's no antifreeze in the system, and the water heater tank is filled with water. Let me make sure here. I'm sure it is. Yeah, so it is. So it's ready to be camped in. Now, of course, when you drain this, you're going to pull this plug right here. It's just an 1 1/16 socket. So get an 1 1/16 6-pointer if you have it, or if you don't have one. Also, like I said, this runs on gas, and the switch is inside that operates it. Always make sure there's water in the water heater tank before you turn it on. Now, before you pump any antifreeze into the system, you always bypass the water heater. There are valves on the back, so if you don't know about that yet, you'll have to teach yourself. Just go look at, again, manufacturer stuff's good, but some third-party videos are good too. And it's very simple, but you have to winterize it or it'll freeze. And you have to drain the tank also. Okay, this is the hookup for your power cord, 30 feet long, 30 amp. This is just antenna or cable through to the inside of the trailer. This is the most common place you get water in the trailer. It's a city water hookup. So you just hook your hose on there, turn it on, and you're all set. Now, if you're at a campground that does not have plumbing on the campsites, let's say some of the older state parks, for example, you'd pre-fill this at the filling station. This is the onboard fresh water tank, and then use the pump inside to pump the water. All right, this is your actuator for your roof. This brings it up and down. Keep in mind, if you ever have an emergency, you take this off here, this crown nut there. There's another one at the top. You can take it off and remove this, and you still can raise it and lower it. You really need something to stand on. I do anyway. But you can still operate it even if this was to get damaged somehow. Okay, just so you know that. It's a good thing to know. It has counterbalance weights, or actually springs in this case, at each end, so you can definitely do it. Okay, behind this panel is where your heat pump / air conditioner is at. I'll show you that on the inside, or talk to you more about it on the inside. Of course, you have your scissor type stabilizer jacks on this, one on each corner. Takes a 3/4 inch socket or a 3/4 inch crank. This is storage here. I believe your power cord is in there now. This device here is the Wi-Fi Ranger. It's a signal booster for Wi-Fi, for public Wi-Fi, so you can get better bandwidth, better signal at campgrounds or wherever you're at using this device. I'll explain more about it on the inside when we get on the inside. So that's all free. You can also get a SIM card for it if you wanted to, which most people don't do that because they already have cellular service with their phone. So, but keep in mind, you can also get cellular service. You'd have to pay whoever your provider is. You know, it would be like having another phone or a tablet or whatever. But you don't have to use that, and the public Wi-Fi works really good. Alright, so I think I showed you that your grill hangs on here. There's the quick connect, okay, and I went through this stuff here. Okay. Now, like I said, I'm not going to go into the setup and takedown procedure just because you can I'm sorry, like I said, you're provided with, I don't know if you get an actual disc now, or they give you a link to the video, but either way they've got a good video on that. I'm just going to go into more detail about the trailer itself, its features. Now, of course, I showed you the cassette on the outside. The cassette on the outside, you pull it out to dump it. Of course, this is the toilet itself. There's a dump right here, plus you can add water right here. Like I said, just something you really, rather than explain it, you really just have to learn it from the reading material or from their videos, or, you know, it's not that complicated. Most people can just figure it out, I guess. So anyway, there's your shower set there. Okay, you can hang a curtain around here, and it comes with the curtains. All right. So this device down here is the power converter. Basically, you've got 110 AC on this side, just like you would at home, and circuit breakers like you have at home, and then of course they're labeled. Then the power is converted down from 110 AC to 12 volt DC. Over here you got regular 12 volt fuses, and of course they're labeled down there. So it's a AC to DC converter. Everything that can run on 12 volt DC in a trailer does. Some things have to be AC power, like the air conditioner and you know, if microwave, things like that. So okay. Also, if these fuses blow, they light up, and you can see them through this perforation. And also importantly, if you're plugged in, it'll keep your batteries charged as a battery tender. So it'll sense how much energy your battery needs, and give it a. If it's charged, it'll just trickle a couple amps. If it's low, it'll send 10 or whatever it needs to keep it charged. Okay. Of course, you can drop the table down and turn it into a bed. This is the switch for your water heater. This is the water pump switch. Turn your water pump on and off. This device here is your carbon monoxide LP gas detector. It's also a low battery alarm. So basically, you see how it's green? It should always be green like that. I'll put it through a self-test. It'll go through 2 tests, one for each type of gas, and then give you the low battery alert. LP, carbon monoxide coming up, and to low battery. Okay, and back to green. So obviously if it goes off, you take everybody outside, leave the door open, shut the gas off, and figure out what's going on. This right here is a Gfci plug. Every plug in the trailer, even the one on the outside, is wired through it. So if you're using a plug outside with a coffee pot or whatever you have, and it pops, this is where you would reset it. Okay. This is your air conditioner / heat pump. So a heat pump, you probably know, is the air conditioner running in reverse. So it can actually heat the trailer down to 40 degrees, somewhere in there, where it can still extract heat from the air. Once it gets to a certain point, there's no heat to extract, so it'll stop heating. But you have a propane furnace for that. So you got AC plus a heat pump there. And you pull this, here, let me show you here. Let me get on my feet. This comes up here. You can see, and there's storage down there. Okay, now, let me go this way here. So obviously, that's obviously a microwave. It works like any other microwave. So this is your thermostat here. So mode is what you need. You push it once to light it up. You can't see very well, so I'll just talk it through it. Basically, you keep hitting it till you go from AC to heat pump to nothing but the fan running, which is the just circulated air basically, and then you'll have the furnace. So all these different options will come up from mode. Obviously, you can set the temperature there. All right. Your radio, you can stream off this USB here. It's got Bluetooth obviously, so you can hook up wirelessly with your phone or tablet. It's got radio, so pretty much everything you need, AM, FM radio. And this is an HDMI in right there. Okay, so these switches, obviously your ceiling light, right? And floor light. This is the Wi-Fi Ranger switch right here. Now, I told you about the Wi-Fi Ranger outside. This is what it's called. The top line here, let me get close enough so I can read it. It's Sky4 LTE 4945. So when you look with your cell phone, for example, that's what you'll find when you look at Wi-Fi. You know that's you, so you'll select that. And all the members of your family will select that, so their phones or tablets hook right up to this Wi-Fi Ranger when it's looking for a signal, right? So the bottom line is an address you punch into your browser, and that'll take you to the page for this Wi-Fi Ranger, and you'll be able to see everything that it does. So you pick out the campground Wi-Fi, for example, and sometimes they'll give you a password, and you punch in their password, and you've got better free Wi-Fi. Okay, better signal. So keep in mind that the middle numbers here, that's just your temporary password. You're going to have to select your own password once you get in there, okay? So that's the Wi-Fi Ranger and the thermostat and the radio. Okay. Let me look around here, see what I'm forgetting, if anything. You have a fan here, which works really great for those days where you don't need air conditioning. You can open the windows and pull the heat right out of here, so it's kind of nice. Okay, that's your furnace itself. I showed you the thermostat over here, of course. Your sink, you just use it obviously like any other sink. Just keep in mind that whenever you turn it on, or when you plug in the trailer, hook up the water, if you always want to make sure this is off, because the water comes out so fast it'll overflow in a heartbeat. So okay, so to this here. So this is your range top. You go to the flame for lighting it. Then you push that other button while you're holding it in, and that's how it lights. It's got a safety on it, so it won't light if kids are fiddling with it. But keep in mind, if you turn this on, gas will still come out, so you'll still pump gas into the trailer. So keep that in mind. It does have the alarm and all that, but you know the reason I'm saying it, because you know kids tend to, when they get to that age, they tend to grab everything and try it. That's just the way they're wired, you know. So all right. So this refrigerator here is a three-way refrigerator. It'll work on AC power, DC power, and LP gas. So basically, to get AC power, you're going to put it on auto. Auto means electric. They call it auto because it always seeks out 110 AC. If it can't find it, it'll automatically switch over to gas, right? So that being said, if let's say you're camping and it's a super hot day out west and you're going to go out exploring for the day, leave early in the morning, and halfway into the day the power at the campground goes out, well, it will sense that and automatically light it on gas, so it'll automatically switch over so you don't spoil your food. That's a great feature. Now you can run it on 12 volt. You know, you got 2 batteries plus, so it'll run off of that 2 batteries, plus your alternator on your tow vehicle will be charging the batteries, so you can actually run down the road with it on 12 volts so you don't spoil your food when you're in transit. You can select manually here. You can manually select gas, whatever you want to do, but the best way to run it is on auto. And of course there's the on-off switch there. Power-wise, you're going to have it up all the way. If it happens to start freezing up or frosting up, then you want to back it down, but on most days you're just going to have it up all the way. Okay? Let's see here. So just so you know, underneath here, you can see there's a screw, 2 screws holding this down. This is where you access the back of your water pump, or the water pump in the back of your water heater. So you would also hook up your, well anyway, you drain it from here also, your fresh water tank. So that's put there. I'm sure their legal department has them do it. If you don't, let's see, if you don't have kids to worry about or something like that, you don't have to have that screw in there. But the manufacturer states keep it screwed shut. I should say it that way. So to access the back of the water heater and the water pump, it's right there. All right, let's see what else. I'm having a hard time this morning, in case you can't tell. I guess it's the Monday morning confusion here. So it looks like we've got everything covered here. Smoke detector, of course. That's just to hang clothes on. It's not really a functional thing. I guess it is if you. I'm more the wad it up into a ball and throw it into the drawer type. So I guess it would come to it would work well for some people. Let's see here. Yeah, it looks like I covered everything. So, as a trailer owner, well, first of all, let me thank you for purchasing your trailer here at National RV Detroit. Flagstaffs are excellent trailers. I've personally been dealing with Flagstaffs and Rockwoods for probably 12 years now, and they're an excellent trailer for the money. And when it comes to maintenance, you have to check the seals like I told you. You also check the sealant. Any place you see caulk or adhesives, whatever, caulk mainly, from the factory, inspect it. Make sure the seal's good and tight, no cracks or separation. You're just going to do this a couple times a year, 3 times a year. It'll only take you a few minutes. You just go around it and check everything out. That's very important for any trailer. I'm not speaking on this one as every trailer ever made. You need to inspect the seals and do that basic maintenance on it, okay? Also, this is in camping mode, so there's water in the system now, and the water heater is in, the water heater is in camping mode, so it'll work normally. All right. So thank you very much. Sorry about the confusion.